Hello, hello, hi everybody, hello everyone, what's going on? Oh my gosh, you guys, thanks for being on a 10 stream streak, a 7 stream streak, a 15 stream. Brendo, why are you only on a 7 stream streak? Clearly, I'm up to 15. So where were you for the other 8 streams? Working? Sometimes it doesn't track. Winterfest. Oh, you're a sicko. You're a sicko. You're a sicko. You're sick. You're sick for that. I literally okay. I'm not even gonna fight with you guys about it. I literally have the proof. The proof is in the pudding, and you saw the pudding. So don't even. Let me say hi to everybody. Hi Jeff. Hi Mike. Hi Brando. Hi Victim. Hi Thomas. Hi Randall. Hi Martha. Hi Master Tony. Hi Superman. Hi Perk. Hi, I already said Randall. Hi, Superman. Hi, Rog. Hello. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Marbles in the middle. The first row has 6 blocks, and if you count the ones on the bottom, they are 7. Genius, brilliant, even. I think that YR made that before 6-7 was a meme, so I don't actually think that that was intentional. So no, I don't think that. I don't think that that was intentional. 6-7 wasn't happening yet. What's up, Grumble Bum? I love all the pet food ads I get since I've not even had a goldfish in 30 years. I can't stand the targeted ads that like read my mind. I swear, sometimes I think of something and I don't say it and I don't look it up, and the next day I will get an ad for it, and I'm like, I think that these bots are in our heads. I really do. So maybe it thinks that you want a pet. Do you want a pet? Have you been considering getting a pet? Because these little blocks in our hands, they know everything. Frickin' robots. This is why I hate robots. This is why I accidentally killed all the humans in Detroit Become Human, but my intention was to kill all the robots. Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. My brain was like mush yesterday. I don't know what was going on. I was just all over the place, just an absolute nutty disaster yesterday. So hopefully my brain is like screwed on a little bit better today, but we'll see as we get into things. Haven't they watched Terminator? For real, haven't they? I've actually not. Did okay. I'm gonna deny this because I don't allow that word in my stream because it's just completely irrelevant. It's so irrelevant. I can't even imagine anything more irrelevant to my stream at this point in my life. Somebody just brought up chems, you guys. It was not allowed, obviously, because we have chems banned as a word. And like, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I haven't played World of Tanks in like 5 years. Okay, maybe not 5 years, but like it's been a really, really, really long time since I've played World of Tanks. I've had no interaction with wargaming or anyone in wargaming. Like, please, please, let it go. Leave my stream. Go away. Go watch wargaming content. Go watch World of Tanks content. Go watch chems. Get out of my stream. People still bringing that up is crazy to me, Victim. Absolutely crazy. What up, Spidey? What's up, Gamerly? Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. If anyone's wondering, the fingers are still pruny today. I even tried wearing a glove to see if maybe like my hands were cold and that's why they're pruny. No, I took the glove off and they were still pruny. So I just don't know. I don't know what's causing the pruny hands. It's really starting to get like really annoying because it's just like a very annoying texture all day long. Like everything I touch, I feel the prune, and it's very, 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 very annoying. So also, this is currently the best World of Tanks content because the best World of Tanks content is no World of Tanks content. Hey, there are people in here who love World of Tanks and they're great people, okay? My dad's a good person. My dad plays World of Tanks religiously, but still a good person. Old lady hands? Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what the pruning is about, but I'm probably gonna have to see a doctor because fact that this has been going on for like many days now is a little bit concerning, and I feel like I probably should see a doctor about this. Like, it's not any better today. So, oi, I thought you were clowning with the World of Tanks clout? Wait, what do you mean? You thought I was clowning? What do you mean by that? Your dad is literally the nicest one of all the World of Tanks players. I don't know, you should hear my dad play World of Tanks. One day I'd love to mic him up. While I'm streaming, just have a mic up so you could just hear my dad constantly shouting about World of Tanks. Hello, Jacob. How are you? You wouldn't say that if you were on the other side? Of what? The other side of what? Are you trying to say that my dad's not nice, Victim? Victim, you met my dad. Didn't you think my dad was nice? And he plays World of Tanks. Plenty of good people. Hey, we've got plenty of good people in this stream from World of Tanks, okay? There's quite a few of them that are still here, and I haven't touched World of Tanks in a long time. So, those are good people. It's been a long week and still going. My week would be a lot better if my fingers were not concerning me. And also, Catherine, this morning, she woke up and her cheeks were really red and the backs of her knees were red, which is like the whole eczema thing. And the only thing that I can think is she had a rice cracker yesterday for the first time since the eczema breakout got, fixed with the steroid cream. And so my gut tells me that it's linked to the rice cracker. So no more rice crackers or rice puffs, because I think that that's what's happening. And yeah, hopefully it doesn't get worse, but if it does, I guess I've got the cream still. I beat the World Tanks addiction after 14 years. Now I play EFT. I don't know what EFT is. I started a fresh save, gonna check out the Shroomies. Are you talking about that drug dealing game? What was that called? I forget what it's called. But like you're a drug dealer? I don't remember what it is. Schedule 1, yes, yeah. Why would you want to be a drug dealer? Listen, we know drug dealers IRL. We've got one drug dealer IRL in this stream. But he's a changed man. He hasn't dealt any drugs in a long time. Money to fund my casino addiction, duh. But that's in game. What does it do for you IRL? Trade in Tarkov for Arc Raiders, Goop. I really don't like the Goop. Did you see who went live? Should we ask him? Did you see who went live? Did I see who went live? Should we ask him? Oh my god! What? No way! Dylan Bowman live right now? Stop. Tell me the I Prevail tea right now, Dylan, or you're banned forever. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I did not see because I don't have like anything here that would give me notifications. But I'm shocked that Dylan Bowman's even live. He's like, he's like the leader of the band. Like these chicks don't even know the name of my band. He's like, him and Eric are like the leaders of the band now. Oh my gosh, wow. I so wish I could go in there and ask that question, but I know I would just get immediately banned and I would be so sad because I'm not going to get an answer, so there's no reason to ask. My wife has eczema and changed her diet, stopped the food items certain. It's not me that has the eczema. My baby has the eczema, and I'm pretty sure because the only thing that she's had like the same is the rice cracker. So I think that it's the rice cracker that she's having some type of reaction to the rice cracker. Like that's a trigger. So we're just not going to give her rice crackers anymore. And hopefully I'll be able to keep it moisturized and it won't get any worse. Is I Prevail fading? So Jeff, what happened was the lead singer who formed the band, his name's Brian. He got kicked out of the band. I thought that it was like a mutual parting of ways. That was my assumption. And Royce was like, no, I think there's like beef here. Like, I think that something deeper went down. I'm like, no. It was probably like a mutual decision. He had a baby, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm sure they just like, but then Brian tried to release music and he got blocked by either like the whatever, the company, what is the label. And so he couldn't release new music, like his own music. And then he put out a cover of Look What You Made Me Do by Taylor Swift. And like the whole thing is basically just insinuating that he got screwed over by his band, his own band. So like I would love to stir the pot and be like, yo, give me the tea. But obviously I'm not going to do that because that would be unnecessary, starting unnecessary drama. For what reason? Like, am I even going to listen to I Prevail anymore? No. So what do I care? Get an allergy test done from the doctors? No, I don't want to. I'm just going to try not to give her that. If like that's what's triggering the eczema, I'm just going to not give her rice crackers because that's the only thing that she's had from like when the eczema was really bad, and yesterday was the first time she's had a rice cracker since then. So I'm just not going to give her those. But tomorrow she's 8 months old, which is so exciting. It's her birthday. And speaking of birthdays, today, guess who turns 10 years old today? Guess. You're never going to guess. Okay, I'll tell you. It's Jake. Jakey Big Boy turned 10 years old today. That's right. So if, hopefully at some point maybe we'll get a real quick Jakey cameo and Jakey can come in and we can sing him happy birthday. I gave him a duck. I got a squeaky duck for his birthday and I gave that to him this morning and he had the squeaker out in about 15 minutes. Honestly, that may have even been overestimating it. He probably had the squeaker out in about 10 minutes. That's what he does. He goes for the squeaker, and once he gets the squeaker out, he's done. He rips out all the stuffing, and then he's like, oh, okay, this toy is irrelevant to me now. So, Jakey destroyed the ducky. But yes, today is Jakey's birthday. Jakey is 10 years old, which he's an old man. Like that's old. That's an old doggo. But he still likes to. He's very like puppy. He's still very much so likes to play, and he's got lots of energy. Likes to play with Riley. Likes to play with his toys. He's good. He's good. We're gonna have Jake for many more years. Yay. But I don't want to go to the doctor for an extra reason, because what they're going to do when I get there is they're going to say, so, are you ready to give her 6 more shots? And if I can avoid going to the doctor, I'm going to avoid going to the doctor. Unless I have to go to the pediatrician, I'm going to avoid going to the pediatrician. Jake is the boss in the house. Jakey's not the boss in the house. I don't know where you're getting that hoopla. Jakey is not the boss, okay? That's right, Americans pay to go to the doctor, right? I mean, yeah, but, I wouldn't. I wouldn't pay to go to the doctor. I mean, I think I have maybe, a $20 copay or something. But it's not, a significant amount of money to go to the doctor. I just don't feel like taking her to the doctor because I don't want them to try to vaccinate her against things that I don't want her to get vaccinated for. So, that's what they're going to do when I get there. Okay. So, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got today. We've got some things today. We've got some things. No, of course it's my choice, and I've already rejected, all of them. But it's just annoying. The whole point here is it's annoying to go to the doctor if I don't need to go to the doctor. Unless her leg is falling off, I don't need to go to the doctor. So we're not going to the doctor. That's the bottom line here, is I don't like to go just to go. Like the finger thing, I'm still probably going to wait a week. And if it's still happening, then maybe I'll call the doctor. Hey, GRP is back. PCPatty, what's up, brother? Welcome back. Welcome back to the stream. Good to see you again. Good to see you again. Everyone, this is GRP. Say hello. GRP joined us yesterday. Rumors are Kathy is joining our COD squad tonight. Ugh, bad news about Kathy and the COD squad tonight. Catherine did not wake up until 10 a.m. today. So what that means for you, and the fact that she is not going to sleep right now, like she's tired, she's exhausted, she's yawning, she's ready for a nap, but she's fighting it so hard. That's not looking good for COD Squad tonight. Fingers crossed that she decides to cooperate, but COD Squad not looking in the best shape right now. What's the finger thing? The finger thing is I've got some weird, my fingers are like pruny and won't stop being pruny. Like they're dry, they're not wet, I'm not dehydrated. Like I don't know what the reason is for the pruny fingers. It's been going on for a couple of days and it's mostly just my left hand. So like, I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on with my body, but if it continues, then I will see a doctor. I just don't feel like I need to see a doctor today. I don't feel like I'm dying, but you know, I don't know. I could be. I don't know. I'm not sure. Hi, Midnight Wolf. Hello. PK, how's the baby? If my baby's 8 months, that means your baby is 8.5 months. How's the little man? How's the chunker? Chunky boy. Have you been doing solids? Have you started like I'm sure you've started finger foods by this point. I would be surprised if you haven't. Tata? What's up, Tata? Little man? Yeah, he's a little man. He's a little man. Look at him. He's gigantic. He's doing great. He's eating purees and crackers. Have you given him like, I don't know, pasta and cheese and what else have I done? Yogurt, fruit. We've done lots of things so far. That kid is already on fried chicken and pizza. He's a big boy. He's a big boy. With how fast he's growing, he's out of the baby phase and a little man. Now, he really is. He's huge. Never leave it too long to catch up with people you haven't seen in a while. My auntie died this week and I was meant to call them to catch up. I'm so sorry for your loss. Yeah, I do. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty like on the spot. Like if I think of someone that I want to conversate with or catch up with, like I will pretty much immediately message them. And then I'm annoyed if it's like the middle of the day and I'm like, hey, I need you to respond to this. And they're like, hey, I was working. And I'm like, well, why didn't you stop work, obviously, to respond to my message? Silly. But honestly, that just stems from the fact that I'm home alone all day. It's just me and the baby, which is like really, I mean, it's great and I love her and I love being with her. Conversate? Have you never heard conversate? That's, I love being with her all day, but it's also very isolating and lonely because it's just me and I try really hard not to have like the TV on or be on my phone or anything because it's really bad for them to look at you and get no like facial response from you because you're looking at your phone. So I try really hard not to be on my phone or have the TV on, but then it's like really silent and awful. And it feels like it's just me and the wall because she can't talk back, you know. So yeah, so I think that just stems from me being lonely. And then I message people and I'm like, hey, are you able to do like talk right now? And they're like, no, I'm at work. And I'm like, oh, sad. Also, while I was... I mean, I would just like to point out that you can say conversate. It's just not a very, like... It's just not, like, a very popular... It's informal. It literally has a definition. Engage in conversation. Like, it's not like I didn't make it up. So, I'm like, I've never heard someone, like, argue with me that it's not a real word, but... So, yeah. I do try to reach out to people if I'm trying to catch up, but a lot of times they're busy. Unless it's another mom who is also at home with their baby and they're like, yeah, let's sit here on FaceTime for 2 hours because we're both just being moms. And I'm like, oh, yes, that'd be great. That would be awesome. Mike, why'd you put question mark? What's the question mark for? Also, I really wish that I could ask. Dang. Royce, I almost wish you hadn't told me that he was live, because now I feel like it's all I'm thinking about. I'm very distracted by the fact that I want to go in there and be like, please tell me that I prevailed. But I can't, because I know I'm gonna get banned. I was confused. Alright, see you tomorrow. Wait, why see you tomorrow? Are you going to bed? What do you? I know you're not going to bed because you were just talking about COD. So what? Do you? Why are you leaving? Never mind. I'll work my magic and ask on a different account. No, Royce, do not go on one of your very many alternate accounts to go ask Dylan about the I Prevailed tea. I have this stream open because I'm like kind of looking at his chat to see if anyone else says anything, but it looks like they're all on the same page, like that they're just like not gonna talk about it, I guess. Maybe there's like a collective, Island Boy about to find out the tea, for sure. For sure, Island Boy. What was it, Island Boy 69? Yeah, poor Snids gets banned every single day for no reason. Snides did nothing wrong. Hashtag free Snides. Snides, I think that a really good profession for you would be an ICE agent. I think that you'd be a very good ICE agent, Snides. Royce's alter ego, he has several. Yeah, he does. He does everything wrong. Exactly, so he'd be such a good ICE agent, right? Since they're just the worst. They're like subhuman, honestly. Anyone who goes into the profession of, immigration reform or enforcement, like just not even of the same species. I would be in prison in the first 60 seconds. You have to have a lot of patience. A lot of patience for that. Oh my. I don't think I would be able to do it, low key. I don't think I could. I don't think I'd have the patience. Oh, I'm an island boy, and I'm so island boy, and I got that island boy. Friggin' island boy, gosh. I feel like that was already 10 years ago. I got that island boy. I love when people come into a stream and say, do you remember me? As if we're supposed to remember every single chatter that's ever chatted in our streams. Do you remember me? And they've got like 5 total messages. Like, no, I don't, actually. First blue hair bull ring that gets in my face would eat lead in-game. In-game, of course. I feel safer with Snides patrolling my neighbor. Me too! You don't? You should. You can. You can't possibly remember every single person. Also, what's up, Burns Boys? What's up, Booty Bandit? How you guys? How dare you not remember the one message I sent 3 years ago before I changed my name and color on Twitch? Yeah, literally. That's what it's like. Even if they don't, like, even if they keep the same color, same name, whatever, but they've got like 10 total messages and you've been streaming for 6 years, like, no, how am I going to remember you? How am I? That's like when you pass somebody in the coffee shop. Hi, do you remember me? Wait, I do actually. That's so. Hey man, welcome back to my stream. It's been a minute. So how's your mom? I remember you telling me about your mom's surgery. How did it go? Like, that's what they expect. Like, that's actually what they expect. First time chatter. Hey, do you remember me? And I'm gonna be like, hey, yeah, tell me about your sister's wedding. Like, no, of course not. I don't remember you. Hello? What is it with those ICE agents? We see it here on the news in Oz and wonder what the F. they're just trying to do their job, and unfortunately, we've got people with rock brains trying to interrupt their jobs, and so alas, we end up with these situations. And wow, she also gave me some advice for you while they were operating with your crocheting. She says you got to put the needle under the string, then over. Who are you? Who is this? I must actually know this person, because I just took up crocheting, and there's no reason that this person would know that I just started crocheting. There's no way. I have to know this person, because the odds of that. No, stop. I literally just started crocheting. Like in October, I think October 30th was our first crochet night. You're joking. Do you know me? Do I know you? Stop. You're there's no way. That's so funny. What in the world? That's hilarious. Are you sure we don't know each other? That is so crazy, because I literally just started crocheting. That being a voice alt would be hilarious. Probably. It probably is. No, I really did. Well, PK, I mean, the thing with crocheting is you do it like, it feels like you just started, because you start a project and then you put it down and then you don't touch it again for 3 weeks. And then when you start back up, it's like the continuation. Like, it's the same project. So it feels like I just started. You know what I mean? I've made 2 things so far, and the second project is still in progress, and the first project is not done. So really, I did just start crocheting. That's so funny. I'm so glad that you decided to play along and you went with crocheting. That's just, wow. I love that. You are goated. You're already goated here. Welcome in. Hi, Patty. What's up, Kev? What's up, JP? JP? It's my friend JP. JP, you were in my dream last night. I am not going to tell you what happened in my dream last night, because it was weird. But you were in my dream last night. When are you 2v1ing the escape room champ? Never. I don't want that smoke. My Oma crochets a lot, so it's what came to mind. But I just learned how to crochet. And I've been working on, I made a baby doll pillow, and I'm working on a baby doll blanket right now. I'm gonna start handing out VIP of the stream with the way things are going. Yesterday we got 2 new chatters, 2 new subs. They not only did they join us and start chatting, and they also subbed, and now we got King out here, like, already knows what's up. Already knows that I'm a crocheting master. Like, wow, that's legendary. I've seen a huge correlation between women who crochet and women who aren't woke morons. That's the only thing. Weren't they all wearing crocheted pussy hats at some point in time for like the women's some type of march where they were all wearing vagina hats? Weren't those all crocheted, I think? That screams woke to me. If you are making yourself a vagina hat, yeah. Crochet is cool, relax. JP, do you crochet? I hope you forgave someone and said water under the bridge as always. I am always forgiving people. Honestly, JP, it's 2026 and like everyone's got a clean slate. Everyone has a clean slate. Everyone. I no longer have any, animosity toward anyone. Clean slate for all of my PCPatty villains. Yeah, hit him up right now. I'll hit the unban button. Yeah, tell him the good news, JP. Tell him the good news. Clean slate for everybody. Yep. Peace out, Grumble Bum. What is the vagina hat? I don't know. There were these stupid women who were, what were they doing? What was that? I feel like they were like, maybe the women's march, but like they were wearing them because they wanted the right to murder their unborn children. I think it had something to do with that. I'm not sure. Do you think that you're a good-hearted person? I do think that I'm a good-hearted person. I definitely don't have, like, evil and malice in my heart. I don't, like, want to see bad things befall people, so I don't think that I'm a bad-hearted person. Don't know that they made them themselves, though. I think when a huge number of protesters all have similar hats at the same time, they probably were distributed to them rather than homemade. That's true. That's true. There were lots of vagina hats. Let me see. Women's March vagina hats. Let's see if that just comes up. Pussy, literally there's a Wikipedia page for it, by the way. The pussy hat is pink, crafted brimless hat or cap, created in large numbers by women involved with the United States, 2017. 2017, my brothers in Christ, that was 9 years ago. Oh my gosh. Wow, yeah, so they were vagina hats. In response to this call, crafters all over the United States began making these hats using patterns provided on the project website for use, using either a knitting method, crocheting, or sewing. The project's goal was to have 1 million hats handed out at the Washington March. Okay, wait, so people actually did make them themselves, but they had like, they called people to action. What an insane, and that was in 2017. Wow. I mean, look, it was a slippery slope, you guys. I told you. I mean, this is a slippery slope. We start with vagina hats, and now we have men in sports, women's sports. I mean, vagina hat, men and women's sports, like, right down the slippery slope. If you were on a plane traveling inside the U.S. from a city to another, but the airplane crashed and only you and one guy survived on nowhere on a hill of some mountain, the guy has completely broken arms and hands, but you survived well. Then he asks if you can help take out his weenie and hold it so he can pee. Will you help him? Or will you just spoil pamper princess and not help him? No, I'm definitely gonna tell him to use his nubs to take his pee-pee out so he can pee. I'm definitely not touching his little nub weenie. What a crazy, yeah, that is an insane copy pasta. What in the world? Forgiveness is good. Unforgiveness is like trying to harm the other person by lighting yourself on fire and hoping the smoke hurts them. Ooh, I like that analogy. Unforgiveness is like trying to harm the other person by lighting yourself on fire and hoping the smoke hurts them. That's right. You know what? We are, clean slate across the board. Everyone's forgiven in my life. Everyone's forgiven. Doesn't mean that you're going to get unbanned in my channel, but you're forgiven. I forgive you for whatever harm you have done to me. What's up, Ghost Wolf? This is not mature at all. You will just let him die of sink and bacteria and prove that you are not a good-hearted person, but just blah blah. Well, you know what? I'm glad that I'm never going to be in that situation, ever. So, that's a really interesting hypothetical. But, thank you. Thank you for asking the question. Thank you for posing such an interesting question. And we still have doctors who can't say whether men can get pregnant or not. Oh, PK, we're watching that clip. That is one of my talking points today. So, no one can know if this is going to happen or not. No, you can know if it's going to happen or not, because I will never be in that situation. I'm never flying ever again. I'm never getting on a plane, so I don't ever have to worry about holding some guy's penis for him. Forgiving others frees you. Doesn't mean you don't put a boundary so it doesn't happen again. Yep. Clean slate. Everyone's forgiven, for sure. I'm playing Minecraft. Fun, I guess. Sounds fun. If Minecraft didn't look like turds, then I would maybe play Minecraft, but alas, not for me. I can see the headlines now. Extremely famous Twitch streamer PCPatty lets man die after intense plane crash by not helping him pee. You know what's funny is that's exactly how it would be worded. No, actually, it would be famous far-right Twitch streamer, PCPatty, lets man die after plane crash by being an ableist. R&B? Oh my gosh, R&B, what are you doing here? Do you play music instruments that are not at all? Do you have music instruments here? Oh my gosh, no, I don't play music instruments. I don't play guitar. I have no musical instruments. I have no hands. I don't play music. I haven't played in a while and got back into it with another streamer. Oh, fun. Mysteriously rolls off cliff after pissing himself. Far-right streamer at the scene of the crime. The fascist strikes again. Yo, R&B, thank you so much for the tier 1. Thank you for being our first subby today. Thank you. Thank you, R&B. Appreciate that. No hands, just like that poor man with the nubs. Yeah, that I'm trying to connect with him. I'm trying to feel that, that empathy, right? Like if I chop off my hands, then maybe I can understand that situation a little bit better. Better, what's up, Better? How are you? Where have you been? Just doing mom things. Just always doing mom things, and so I've tried. I'm streaming Thursday, Friday, Saturdays, or at least I'm trying to. But most of the day I got mom things going on. I got that little human who relies on me and suckles from my chest. Oh my gosh, what? Prince Charming, buddy. I don't know what to tell you. I feel like you're really down bad about this situation, and I just want to inform you that that's never gonna happen. First 26 subs? What? Huh? No, you're my first sub of the day. My first sub of the day. Oh, 26 months. Oh! RP, thank you so much for the 25! Oh, I didn't understand what you were saying. I'm like, what? You have a 26-month streak. What am I like, do I not know how to read? RP, thank you so much for the 25 gifted, let's go! R&B, if we got into a plane crash and you lost all of your limbs and you really had to pee, I would help you pee. Just so you know. Do you even weed? No, I don't know how to weed. R&B, thank you so much for the 25 gifted. Thank you. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. That's what we like to see. Thanks, that means a lot. What can I say? I'm here to help the people, I'm a real chat guy, as Royce would say. I'm a real chat guy. I told you. Oh yeah, no. If you're like a sub gifter in my channel, I'll definitely help you. I just gotta after the plane crash, you're like rolling around as like a nub, and I say to you, hey, like what's your Twitch name? And then you tell me, oh, my name's Thomas917, and I say, oh, okay, I'll help you pee. And if you say your name is, I don't know, all of the PCPatty villains just popped through my head, and I was like, you know what, I don't think I want to name any of these people. Then I wouldn't help. When it gets time to go cannibal from hunger, the meat will taste better if he hasn't peed on himself. That's valid. That's valid. A nub. You're just a nub. You're just a nub. You're just an acorn rolling around. Razor number 1. What up? You know who I was thinking about the other day? BK Panther. Remember BK Panther? BK Panther was like here and locked in for like a couple weeks. And I feel like I haven't heard from BK Panther in a long time. BK Panther, he left us. You can leave? I wouldn't leave Mike. I would actually, I don't think I could help Mike. I think Mike would not allow me. I think that even if Mike had no limbs and could not do anything for himself whatsoever, he would not allow me anywhere near him to help him. What in the world? This is true. See, that's what I know that. Yeah, I know that about Mike. I know that he would say, no, get away from me. So, R&B with the 25 gifted, by the way, let's go! R&B, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the resub, for the 26 months, and for the 25 gifted, and for checking in. Oh my gosh, R&B, this is like the most you've checked in in like forever. This is crazy. I don't know what I did to deserve all of these check-ins. This is nuts. My goodness. Um, uh, so also, side note, I decided that next year we're gonna make new Christmas ornaments. Because I was thinking about, R&B asked me when he was here, when their Christmas ornaments, he asked about the Christmas ornaments, and I was like, you know what, I think it's time. I think it's time for new Christmas ornaments, because there were, as I was putting those Christmas ornaments away, I was looking at them, and there were a whole bunch of names that, like, are not around anymore. So, by next year, do you mean Christmas this year? Yes, I do, because it is 2026. So yes, I do. I mean Christmas this year. This coming Christmas. We'll make new Christmas. Christmas isn't going to exist this year? Why? Why would Christmas not exist this year? Do you know something that I don't know? Is that the impending sense of doom that I've been feeling? Is Christmas not? Where are you, Christmas? Why can't I find you? Why isn't Christmas going to exist, JP? Are you going to steal it? Are you the freaking Grinch? What? Because JP got snowman shit in that. JP, you had a bad Christmas? Is that why? Santa overstayed his visa. Ice got Santa. I genuinely would rather die than let you help me. No, I know. I know that. I know that. That's why I said it, Mike. I know that about you. Nah, my Christmas was good. What'd you get for Christmas, JP? I don't know why I asked you that like you were gonna say. Never mind. I'm not even gonna keep going. Can't have Christmas without an old-fashioned PCPatty subathon. And PCPatty will hopefully have recently delivered baby 2 by then, so no subathon, aka no Christmas. Well, good point, Spidey. Good point. I very well could be. But here's the thing. Catherine is being a pain in my butt, and she keeps wanting to nurse overnight. And if she keeps not going to sleep and demanding a boob in the middle of the night, then I'm not going to get my freaking period back. And if I don't get my period back, then I can't get pregnant again. So I need her to stop. From the east wing of the house or the west wing? JP, it must be so nice to have New York money. Oh my gosh, look at me. I'm JP and I'm rich. Oh my gosh, look at me. I have so much money. I have New York money. Baby factory in full swing. That's valid. I'm trying. The thing is, I'm 28 years old. I'm going to be 29. Disgusting. Oh my gosh. Disgusting. I'm going to be 29. I'm going to be 29 in June. And so I don't have a lot of time. Did you just say I'm expired? JP, did you just say I'm expired? What am I? A freaking container of milk? What? To the home with your old... Yeah, no, like, actually. You guys, I started streaming when I was, what, 22? 21? 22? 21? 22. I don't know. 22. I guess I'd have to be 22. Right? Whatever. I started streaming when I was like 22. I'm 28. That's disgusting. That's actually gross. I'm not almost a cougar. Royce is older than me. He's a year older than me. Leaky Bum Time. Oh my, what a name. Thank you so much for the follow. Also, hi Red. Renflow. So, yeah, so listen, I don't have... Who's this MILF? I am a MILF. Thank you so much, by the way. I am. My baby's 8 months old tomorrow, so that does make me a MILF. Thank you. Appreciate that. My name's PCPatty. I live in the United States of America, the greatest country in the world. God bless our president, Donald J. Trump. Like I just said, I'm 28. Just wait until you hit 30. I want to stop being, like, I want to stop having birthdays. I don't want to die, but I want to stop having birthdays. I want to stay alive, but I want to start aging backwards and stop at 21. No, not the Trump support. Oh yeah, big Trump support over here. Big time, baby. Can we can remove the ill from that word? Okay, maybe for you, Mike. Patty, the year 2012 was now closer to your birthday than it is to today. No, 2012 was like yesterday. 2012 is the year my brother graduated high school. So that can't possibly be true. That can't possibly be true. What are you talking about? No, it's not. No, it's not. Stop. You're lying. I've never actually seen a Trump supporter in real life. You seem semi-normal, which is strange. Oh, wow, semi-normal. Thank you. Yeah, no, I'm a big time, big time Trump supporter. You may be wondering, do you regret your vote? Are you having voters regret? And I'm gonna say no, I'm not, and I want to keep winning, and I want to keep winning more and bigly. She's not normal. Please leave while you have a chance. How am I not normal? Give me like the normal list of like things that make somebody normal, right? Maybe we could find what makes someone normal. Conforming to societal expectations, acting typically within a culture, and functioning effectively in daily life. So, I am definitely societal expectations, right? I'm married, I have a baby, okay? Societal expectations. Acting typically within a culture, I return my shopping cart. I'm like a normal actor in society. I don't like ram ICE agents with my car. I don't I'm normal contributor of society. And what else? Yeah, no, I function effectively in daily life. I've got pruny fingers, but also I take a daily poop. So like pretty normal, you know? So yeah, I feel like I definitely fall into like the normal category. You only do the third one. Society these days expects women to be woke, unmarried, not have a baby in wedlock. You do not conform to modern society. Like, actually, that's sad, but it's true. Plays WoW and World of Tanks. Is that normal? First of all, I don't play World of Tanks anymore. Second of all, World of Warcraft is a very popular game. Just because you don't like World of Warcraft, be white 29, does not mean that normal people don't play World of Warcraft, okay? So can we get on the same page? I kind of play piano. Kind of. I can play Happy Birthday on piano, and only after I've watched it on YouTube a couple times. Streamer is not societal expectations right there. Okay, so my career, I suppose, like streaming career, my chosen path is I guess not. But I don't even think that's true anymore, because now you got kids who say, I want to grow up and be a content creator. And so like I kind of think that it's much more normal now, actually. So I think that this is I think this does fit inside a normal category of society. The last year, you didn't contribute anything to my life except struggles. First, you decided to marry my friend, taking him away from us. Then you decided to get a kid, so he has even less time. Shaking my head, L friend, Patty. Mike, I am so sorry that me getting married and having a baby negatively impacted your life. I'm really sorry. I genuinely am. I'm sorry that I had to like throw this giant monkey wrench into our normal routine. But I'm also not sorry, because I'm very happy with those things. So, maybe we can come to a place where we can all enjoy it. Won't help a guy pee, and now this. I guess my heart is black. I guess I have a black heart. Sag. Also, Trump supporters are allowed to get married. Sorry, I'm from London. I thought they weren't allowed. You're trolling, right? Like, you're trolling. That's supposed to be like, ha ha, har har, funny, funny. You do know that the majority of the country voted for Donald Trump? I think you would be happier if you let Royce play more COD and buy all the skins. The only skin he's allowed to have is Nicki Minaj, because now Nicki Minaj is based. She's all about that bass, no treble. She's all about that bass, no treble. She's based now, so now she can, now he's allowed to have the Nicki Minaj skin. Patty, it was a privilege and honor to make your acquaintance. I'm gonna head off for a walk, then I might lurk for a bit later. Take care for now. Peace out, man. I hope that you, I hope your mom and your grandma are, you know, continue to do well and make all the good crocheting things that you could imagine. Thanks for joining us. We were told he stole the election with fake votes. Yeah. All right, so you know what? Let's get into it. Let's get into the content that we're gonna make. Okay, today, the shorts that we're gonna create from today's stream. Let's get into them because we're already an hour deep. I got, you know, things to do. I have a tab open that says Pussy Hat right now. What are we doing? What are we doing out here? What are we doing out here? White girl karaoke snaps are the best. What can I say? I'm a white girl and I love to snap. Patty, Nick Minaj is not the politically correct way to say African American. Oh my, bro. PK, you're gonna get me canceled. You want to get me canceled, PK? Come on, PK. Come on. I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble. Okay, great. Now that song's stuck in my head. Anyway, let's pause the music so that we can, you know, record for YR because we want to make YR's life as easy as possible, right? Everyone in the chat, we love YR. We want to make YR's life easy, right? So let's make YR's life easy. I heard it's no longer PC to use AA too. You're not supposed to use AA batteries, or what are we saying? Oh, African American? Huh? I thought it was not okay to say black, and then it was not okay to say African American, and now it's what are we supposed to say? I can tell you what we're not supposed to say. My goodness, it's there's a list. Can confirm that YR is goated. YR is the goat. Who is YR? What do you mean who is YR? This guy right here. Yellow Ribbon 94. He's my artiste. See that badge next to his name? He's the artist. And he's a founder. And he's a mod. That's YR. He edits my videos for me. So supporting my video also supports YR. So support those videos, friends. Okay. Let's get into it. Shake out the hair. Make sure the hair is in a good... Oh my. That was not a good... Oh my. It's because my bangs were behind my ears, and so now they're like, you know, looking crazy. Yeah, looking cray-cray. All right, cool. We're ready. All right. We're ready. So let's get into the tea. I need to find the clip. I need to find the clip here. I want to show you guys this in case you did not see this. In case you did not see this very interesting exchange that just happened. This is certainly worth watching. Sorry about the ads. 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 All right, here we go. You guys, check this out. Just check this out. This is crazy. This is a little crazy. This is a little bit crazy, okay? I'm all about that bass, Okay, so did we all see that? Is this the first time you're seeing it, or did we all see that? Is that something that we've seen before right now? So since this seems to be confusing for some people, men cannot get pregnant. Full stop. There's no if, ands, buts. There's no however. There's no follow-up. Men cannot get pregnant. And to say anything otherwise, like to follow that sentence with anything else, is to make a mockery of every single woman on this planet, especially the ones who have gone through pregnancy, miscarriage, infertility, things that are not even possible for a man. Men cannot get pregnant. Okay? Shout it from the rooftop. And if you are an OBGYN who cannot say men cannot get pregnant because you're too scared of losing your clients who are also living this delusional lie, you should not be in that field. You should not be an OBGYN. All this polarizing language. Oh, good. Oh, good. Polarizing. I don't know. I had my monitor off. JP, do you just live with your monitor off? You haven't seen it? They want everyone to play make-believe to make their mental illness seem normal. Yeah, exactly. I'm pregnant right now. No, you can't be, Snides, because you're a man. Seen it before and it's just as disgusting seeing it again. Okay, so, you guys. So, out of curiosity, after I looked that clip up, I then found a Reddit page of, people discussing that particular interaction. And I just want to show you guys this. I just want to show you guys this really quick because I think that this is some crazy commentary. I really do. It's interesting. It's interesting. It's a perspective that I don't share, that I can't quite understand. So I think our allies need to get better at answering gotcha questions like this. For example, the doctor could have said people assigned female sex at birth can get pregnant, and I treat patients who were assigned female sex at birth whose gender identity is female and others whose gender identity is male. Blah 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 blah. Women are women, men are men, men can't get pregnant. Get a grip. Get a grip! Get a mother heckin' grip. It's all performative. The corrupt SCOTUS. Performative for Congress. Yep. Yep. Nope, this is not possible. It's not possible. It's not possible. That doesn't happen. It's literally physically not possible. These people have physical deformities, if you will. There are people with syndromes where they've got some male parts, some female parts. The intersex people, they cannot get pregnant, and they're not men. It's if you can get pregnant, you are not a man. It's just, it doesn't, there should be no confusion about it. There's no confusion about it. Can men get pregnant? Of course. How is that possible? Well, a sperm fertilizes an egg, which then implants in them. But how can a man have a uterus? The same way anyone does. Nope. It doesn't work that way. Nope. Sorry. Just because I sit here and say that I am a top streamer on the platform doesn't actually make me a top streamer on the platform. Just because I sit here and say I am the prettiest woman in the world doesn't actually make me the prettiest woman in the world. Do we see how this logic is not actual logic? It's just delusion? Men cannot get pregnant. And honestly, it is so insulting It's so insulting as a woman who has particularly suffered a pregnancy loss to sit here and be told by men that they can get pregnant. It's absurd. It's absurd. It's absurd, and it's insulting. So I just want to make that. I just want to make that so clear. Is men cannot get pregnant. In case that was not clear to you, men cannot get pregnant. Each sex has their own sins to bear, but early age influence wants them to play hot potato with their actual birthright. Yeah. No uterus, no eggs, no fallopian tubes, not a woman. But I mean, like, you can not have some of those things and you're still a woman if you had the potential or have already had, like, if you've already been pregnant, right? So, like, for the reason I say that is my mom, this is too much information, but my mom no longer has a uterus because in order for my mother and my brother to survive when she gave birth with my little brother, they had to remove her uterus. So she no longer has one, but she's still a woman because she was born with that. She had the capability of carrying children. Men, on the other hand, do not, never will, never can, never have. And to play this stupid word jargon game where it's like, well, no, but if they say that they're a woman and they feel like they're a woman and they identify as a woman, then they're a woman. No, it's insulting. It's insulting. Just because the girl plays dress up and acts like a man doesn't mean men can get pregnant. Yeah. But Patty, how do you explain the huge uptick in testicle injuries in women's sports in recent years? See, what's terrible about that is that's a joke and it's funny. And J.K. Rowling, if you've followed, the J.K. Rowling's Twitter in the past, like, 10 years or whatever, she's been very outspoken about this, is this degrades literally the fabric of society because crimes committed by men who identify as women are then listed as crimes committed by women. And what do we do with crime statistics, right? We use crime statistics to better predict who is, likely to be victimized so we can protect people, so we can understand trends. And when you say something like, oh, the victim was, for example, assaulted by a woman, and then you click on the link and you read into it and it says, oh, the person was assaulted by someone who was, identifying as a woman. Those are not our crimes. That is not a crime committed by a woman. Yo, what up, Dad? Hi, Dad. Hello, Dad. What's going on? All right, so there's hot take number 1. Question I just got in here, but who pushing this talking point that men can have kids and is big enough group to even waste our time entertaining it? Literally, an OBGYN who was called as an expert witness in front of Congress. That is as significant as it comes. That is very significant. So yeah, that is something that needs to be pushed back on. No, not one whack doctor. Yo, urinal chills, welcome back, my man. What's up? GRP came back today. Urinal came back today. Love that. Good energy. W vibes. What up, urinal chills? You actually just missed the first rant of the stream. Did you see the clip of Josh Hawley talking to the OBGYN? What was her name? Like Varma? Ursa Varma? Something like that. I don't know what her actual name was. And she would not answer the question, can men get pregnant? And it's just absurd. It's just absurd. It's just absurd. And I thought we were past this too. I really did. I really thought that we were turning a corner here on this whole craziness. But this person here, you know what's so dishonest about it is she knows men can't get pregnant, but she won't actually say it because she's got crazies in her practice who go to an OBGYN despite the fact that they're a man, who want their fake breasts examined, whatever they want. And she doesn't want to lose those clients. They have an agenda. She has an agenda. That's the agenda. Jen, thanks for the follow. We can find wacky doctors in every field. I find it best not to give it breath. That's not just like one wacky doctor. You know, this is a very significant thing happening in Western society right now. So this is pretty big. No, it is. I don't know how you could say that it isn't. Patty, I'm taking my talents to the hibachi sushi bar. I want to go to a hibachi sushi bar. R&B, bring me with you. I want sushi. Also, thanks, Poppy Petros. Thanks. I like the one where they asked about the patient comes in with abdominal pain. Would you test them for testicular cancer? Why not? I actually saw a video of a nurse talking about how she had a patient that I guess the paperwork was calling for a pregnancy test. And she looked at the person's, paperwork and it says, assigned male at birth, whatever. And she goes, okay, so the pregnancy test is unnecessary. And the doctors were like, no, you have to do the pregnancy test, like it's in the paperwork. And she goes, okay, but this person was born is a biological man. I see that they're a woman, but so the pregnancy test, and they're like, no, you have to do the pregnancy test. And she's like, it's like giving a pregnancy test to like a watermelon. It's like taking blood, non-existent blood from a watermelon. It's just not possible. So what is the point? What up, Sam17? It's clearly it's polarizing. Didn't you get asked if you're a birthing person when at the hospital while pregnant? I did not. I did not have anyone use any stupid birthing person or chest feeding hoopla with me when I was in the hospital. Makes you wonder if these doctors get paid to not admit things. I think so. Statistics says it's not worth talking about. It's like 1% or 1% of the USA population. Let's talk about things that actually affect our life. This doesn't affect 99% of us in here. No, but it actually does affect me. I just gave birth to a little girl. She's 8 months old. And I'm very concerned about people telling her that she can be a boy. I'm concerned about little boys taking her opportunities away from her. I'm concerned about little boys hurting her in sports. So no, actually it does affect me. It directly affects me also because I am a woman who will get pregnant and have babies, and I think it's completely ridiculous to go into my doctor's office and have to fill out a paper that says I'm a woman when I'm obviously pregnant. So like it definitely directly impacts us. My wife got referred to as a birthing person repeatedly in birthing class. Thankfully at the hospital they actually use normal words. Yeah, I didn't have any problems with that. T80, thank you so much for the tier 1. Thank you. Also, give me 1 second. I think Catherine's crying. Okay, so she's actually not. Royce has my stream up on the TV in the room with her, and she's like talking to me. Like she's going, ah, ah, ah. She's not crying. She's yapping. That's what she does. She's yapping. No, I'm not hearing things. I went out there and she was yapping. But she's yapping to me. She sees mommy. She's talking to mommy. I don't know where my husband is. I don't know why he's not in the room with her. I don't know where he went. Oh, he's probably talking to my dad about the tires, maybe. Shady, thank you so much for the tier 1. Welcome back. Welcome back. So you have to check a box over another box. Honestly, there are bigger problems in the world. I just think that it's very, I think that it's not a good look to go into my doctor's office and be treated by people who can't acknowledge that men are men and women are women. Like, I don't think that that's not a place where I feel comfortable. That's not a place where I feel like my rights are valued or protected, or that's just, no. I think I don't think that that's right. I think that this is very important. To deny basic biological reality undermines the very fabric of society. Like, it really does. Like, we're going to have kids in school being taught genetics and asking their teachers, like, well, can I become a woman if I want to become a woman? And you've got to teach, like, a 7th grader that they can't do that because they've been told that they can. Like, that's like a kid believing in freaking Santa Claus in 7th grade. Like, that's not right. That's not right. Royce, is her PC fixed? No, I don't think so. I'm sitting on the couch? I did not see you sitting on the couch. He is real, the F you mean? Oh man, I hope that there are no kids watching my stream. Please tell me that Mrs. Wamsamdi is not in here with her children. If a doctor can't understand or pretends to not understand the most obvious and basic biological fact, that shatters any faith I would have in anything else they do. Exactly. If your doctor is feeling that way, I agree, Switch, but so few doctors feel that way. And the reason you will find that on a form at your doctor's office is not because they believe it, but because their lawyer told them. You better put that on there or you will get sued. So what I'm trying to say is that we need to fight that whenever we see it so that we can get back to a regular sense of reality, right? Like, we need to fight back when we are told, swallow this pill, acknowledge that men can get pregnant when we know that they can't, right? So we need to fight back against that. We cannot sit here and say, yeah, who does it affect really? Does it affect me? No, of course not. So what do I care? No. I have to put my headset on. You're going to expose Santa to my 8-year-old son. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. I'm too busy fighting for my safety at the moment. Just fighting for your safety where, Mercy? We don't need to fight about everything. We need to fight things in the order of importance. I believe that this is very important. This to me is very important. Maybe it's more important to me because I'm a woman and I'm being told it's my rights that are being violated, not yours. It's men coming into my locker room. It's men coming into my sports. It's men coming into my doctor's office. So maybe it's not important to you, but it's pretty important to me as a woman who my rights are being violated. Like literally, ISIS here in my neighborhood. Get out. Fighting for your safety. Mercy, you're not here illegally. You can clone your drive to a flash drive if you have a big enough one. I can get you software if you need it. Then change the drive format. If it fails, you have a full clone on the flash drive. If it succeeds, you are golden. I know that I have to do that. I know. They don't care? Mercy! You're really gonna say that okay, you're here legally, but they don't care. They're gonna rip you out of your house and throw you in a van? Mercy. Mercy. Come on, Mercy. They're blocking streets and shit? Yeah, probably because there is an illegal person that they are trying to deport. They're not like, oh yeah, Mercy lives at 167 Texas Lane. Let's go get her. Go give them a high five for me. Yeah, for real, for real. Title IX was created to protect women, biological women, not biological men who want to act like women. Yes, exactly. It's absolutely crazy. And like, I don't know, I'm not assuming that you're a man, but based on the fact that you're telling me that this is not important, I'm going to assume that you're a man because it doesn't actually impact you. It impacts me and it impacts my daughter. So cool that it's not important to you. I would like to say, I would like to beg the men in here, on behalf of your wives, on behalf of your sisters, on behalf of your daughters, please don't have that energy. Please don't have that energy. Please. This is important, okay? This is important. This is very important. Do you want a grown man in the bathroom at the local gym with your wife and your toddler? That's not important to you? I don't know. Kind of feel like that's important. Damn, way to dox Mercy's address. 123 Texas Drive. It's actually my address. How did you know? Because it's a popular place in Texas. I remember a time when men protecting women was the norm. I miss that time. I miss that time. Why is my toddler at the gym? Well, so my gym has like a pool too, and so I will like go to the pool with my baby. So if your gym doesn't have a pool, then maybe you wouldn't be there with your toddler. Just to be that guy, I don't have a sister, wife, or daughter. You know what, T80, but you have me. And I'm your female friend, and you should defend me. I am your friend, am I not? You have a mom. You have a mom. Everybody in here has a mom. Everyone in here has a mom. For your mom's sake. To get ripped, bro. Why is my toddler at the gym? Pumping iron! At least one mom. Only one mom. I mean, only one woman gave birth to you. So, how do I know you're female? You never told me your pronouns, and the fact that you're pregnant doesn't clarify which gender you are. It makes me sick to my stomach. It actually makes me sick to my stomach that we can't just acknowledge that men can't get pregnant and men don't belong in women's spaces. I don't know how we got here. I really don't. I do, actually, the pussy hats. I knew it when I saw it. I said the vagina hats are a slope to absolute degeneracy, and here we are. Tell them about the locker room? Oh, haha! That's true. It did actually happen to me one time. So I was at the locker room at the gym. Luckily, I had finished my workout. I was getting dressed. I was getting ready to go. And as I'm packing up my stuff in my locker room, two grown men, identifying as women, walked past me into the locker room where just moments before I was naked. Grown-ass men. Grown-ass men. Much bigger than me. Double my size. If they had decided to cause some tomfoolery, I'm screwed. Because they very easily would overpower me. And I'm at the gym. I'm an athletic, fit woman at the gym, in my locker room, getting changed. Two grown men come into my locker room. Where I was just naked seconds before. That's A-okay? That's cool? That's cool with you? Because it doesn't impact you? Oh, cool. Awesome. That's real nice. What gym was this? It's like I can't say because it would like very much so dox me. It's like a very private gym. Click in here on pussy hats. In 2017, do you remember the women wearing the hats at the Women's March, the vagina hats? You know those apps where you can place bets on anything? I want to place a bet on seeing Patty on the news for yelling at the gym that there are men in the locker room. It only happened the one time. It only happened once. It's never happened again since then, so I'm really grateful. But that was like peak summertime too. Questions have to be asked to understand. I take nothing at face value, and she's expressing fear about something. She just proved that nothing bad happened. You're right. You're right. Nothing bad happened. Just grown men coming into a protected space, a space where I should feel safe to be naked and use the shower. And you're right. Grown men coming in there, anything could happen. I should totally be A-okay with that because nothing happened that one time. Men, do not be like this person. Do not be like this man. Please defend the women in your life from this. I beg of you. My goodness, I can't imagine having this mentality. They sound poor. It must suck to be poor. Hi, Ironhead. Oh, man. I don't get it. That's so crazy to say, well, does it really affect you? Your fear wasn't realized. You just told a personal story, which I appreciate you telling us. I get where your initial fear was something bad could happen. You're right, 2 big men could overpower you, but here's the twist. Nothing of the sort actually happened. They actually proved that maybe it was not an issue. It proved your fear was not realized. So if anything, it's a good example of why this is not a big enough issue to worry about. Let's, just for funsies, let's substitute like the situation maybe, and then use that paragraph. Okay, so let's see. Let's say, let's say you go to the bank. Let's say you go to the bank to open a bank account, and two robbers come in, masks, guns, everything. They come in, and they're there to rob the bank. They make you feel totally unsafe, but they don't actually shoot you. They don't shoot the bank teller, but they make you feel unsafe. They violate your privacy, right? But nothing bad actually happened. So what are you complaining about? That's crazy. If those 2 guys committed a crime in that locker room, they'd get sent to a women's prison. Yeah, they would. As long as they take money from everyone else's account, that's fine. And then put it in my account. Stop on the way out and ask for my information. Yeah, the stories of it actually happening are anecdotal. Sure, they happen, but it didn't happen to you one time, so obviously there's no issue. Sure, it's happened. Sure, but it hasn't happened to you, so what's your issue, B? Raz is why we can't have nice things. It really is. It really is. All right, so that was conversation number 1. I'm glad that most of us in here have a brain on our shoulders that's not full of rocks, and we all agree that men in women's spaces is bad, and we should acknowledge that men are men and women are women. So I'm glad that the majority of us are all on the same page there. So good on you guys. Good on you guys. I need to hold. I have to wait for CNN to tell me anything. Hold the line. Okay, so the next one that I wanted to talk about. So, you guys know who Ilhan Omar is? Congresswoman from Minnesota. Actually, you guys have been hearing a lot about Minnesota. You guys know who Ilhan Omar is? Oh no. Oh no, not this lady. Please, no. God, no. I had to mute you because I have you up on another stream I'm crushing on, and she's a cutie, and we were talking about music, and you wouldn't shut up, so I had to mute you for a moment. Okay. Ouch. Hurtful. Ouch. Just because you're not crushing on me doesn't mean you need to mute me. Yes, the one who married her brother. Yes, that one. So, I want to show you this tweet really quick. So Donald J. tweeted yesterday, if the corrupt politicians of Minnesota don't obey the law and stop the professional agitators and insurrectionists from attacking the patriots of ICE, who are only trying to do their job, I will institute the Insurrection Act, which many presidents have done before me, and quickly put an end to the travesty that is taking place in that once great state. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Oh, he said you attention to this matter. Donald J. You missed an R. And Ilhan Omar, icon that she is, said, a blatant act of authoritarianism. This is the playbook of a wannabe dictator to rationalize even more extreme abuses of power. My message. Now, my message is this. Invoke the Insurrection Act. What is going on is an absolute travesty. It needs to be done. Invoking the Insurrection Act does not make Donald Trump a fascist dictator. It's been done 30 times before in our history. And if she spent a little more time reading our history and a little less time, I don't know, marrying her brother, she might know that. Why aren't you helping milk Mikey, dude? Why am I not helping Mikey? What does Mikey need help with? She hasn't helped me. Don't get in the way of potential love. Mike, I don't have anyone for you. I don't know anyone for you. Oh wait, I want to read this. I want to see what this guy said. If the whole trans issue was only about women feeling safe, it would be a lot easier to have that discussion, but acting like there ain't a lot of vitriol against trans people that fuels this debate is a bit dishonest. I literally could not give two shits about trans people. Like, I don't care what they do with their lives. I really don't. There's no hatred, vitriol. I don't care. They could cut every body part off their body, and I wouldn't care. I don't care. What I do care is when you try to then force it on me by saying I need to acknowledge that you are somehow now a biological woman. You're not. Get out of my space. Get out of my locker room. Get out of my bathroom. Get out of my sports. I don't give a shit what you do. Not saying you specific, but there is an issue there. Maybe with some people. The Insurrection Act has been used many times before. For riots. The last time it was used was the Rodney King riots. The fact that federal agents called to ask for local police assistance and were basically told to pound sand. They're also destroying federal vehicles and stole weapons. Yes. Yes. Let's make sure we get that in there. Let's make sure we so everyone knows that. They are destroying federal vehicles and stealing weapons. This is not a peaceful protest. This is an insurrection. And it's been used. The last time the Insurrection Act was used was for the Rodney King riots. It is very reasonable. As a matter of fact, I think it's even more than reasonable. I think it's necessary for Donald Trump to call in the military at this point. And that does not make him a fascist. It doesn't make him authoritarian. It makes him a good president. Mostly peaceful. Mostly peaceful. It's absurd. Absolutely absurd. These people are crazy. These people are crazy. We are surrounded by crazy at this point, you guys. Everyone in here, y'all not crazy. Everyone out there, crazy for real, for real. Also, PCPatty, I need you to stream on Rumble. I'm scared to get banned here. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, and this is why I made this short the other day, because genuinely, I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful to Asmongold. I am so thankful to Asmon for switching to political content to be like the anti-Hassan. Because if Asmon was not saying these things, we would all be banned for saying these things. The fact that Asmon opened the door and he is who he is, is the reason I can be much more outspoken about it. If he was not also saying these things, I would not be saying these things because I know I'd be catching a ban for it. But because Asmin is now talking about it, we can all talk about it. Given you're discussing American politics, what is the opinion of the average Trump voter about the U.S. taking Greenland? Okay, the taking Greenland thing upsets me. I want Greenland to be Greenland, and I want everybody to leave Greenland alone. But if the alternative is one day Russia takes Greenland or China takes Greenland, I'm down for the United States taking Greenland. All I know is this is great listen to while making food in my hotel. Thomas, do you mostly just like podcast it? Do you just like listen to the stream while you're doing things? The only thing I will ask you to remember as your friend is this: don't dehumanize people. Above your patriotism is God. Love others as I have loved you. But who am I dehumanizing? Who am I dehumanizing? Asmin isn't as right-wing as people say he is. No, he's not. I literally just made a short about this. Asmin is not right-wing. He's never been right-wing. He has some very, very left ideologies, like very pro-abortion. That's not a conservative take. That is very, very not conservative. He's never been right-wing. However, as I said in my short, the left has gone so off the deep end that now somehow he's considered right-wing. The YouTube vids are clutch on my flats too. I listen to them to go to sleep, so I keep posting them so I can download. Thomas, thank you so much for being like my one consistent viewer. Actually, you and Carl. Carl comments on every single video. Shout out to my man Carl. Thanks for watching the YouTube. Yo, everyone follow my YouTube. Follow my YouTube right now. Oh, Body's not in here, son of a gun. Body's disconnected. I gotta reconnect Body. But yeah, go follow my YouTube. I don't need more of you. Mercy, ow! 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 Greenland should be protected by Article 5 of NATO, so Russia or China won't be taking Greenland. Who wants to tell Ukraine? Who wants to tell Ukraine that that's how that works? Oh. Mercy is unhinged tonight. That's why her name's Mercy Unhinged. I have home labbing and set ups on my YouTube. I don't know what home labbing is. I don't know what that means. That my point here is just because they are protected doesn't actually mean that they're protected. And that goes for anyone, by the way. That goes for anyone. I saw this really good who is the one that does all the satire? What's the one that does all the satire posts? Oh, it's in my mind. It's there, but it's not coming. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. The people who do the satire posts. I saw one that was like, NATO gears up to the B. Yes, Babylon B. NATO gears up to protect Greenland, but like asks the USA for funds to protect Greenland from the USA. Since we just fund everyone in NATO. I thought that was funny. I think you are underestimating how insane the U.S. military is, given that an attack on Greenland would be an attack on us. Wait, what? Oh, I don't think I'm underestimating the U.S. military at all. Are you for Greenland or not? Like I said, my take is that I wish Greenland could just be Greenland. Go, like, live your lives away. Nobody, we don't, like, I don't want to bother Greenland. That's my take. However, if the alternative is that China or Russia one day decide to take Greenland by force or otherwise, and that is a national security threat, I don't like that. That's not something that I like. So, I don't know. That's kind of how I feel. I feel like it's like the lesser of three evils. Now, I don't want any evil. But luckily, I don't make those decisions. All I know is I'm going to keep on keeping on. Trump doesn't really want Greenland. He's just forcing Denmark to man up and pay with their own money to run the place and keep it properly defended. I don't know. I don't really know what the big thing with Greenland is. I really don't. Tagmo, thank you very much for the 100 bits. Hi, Tagmo. Tagmo, did you? I got the. But did you respond after that? I wrote I asked you if I write just Tagmo. Are we gonna have any issues? Also, we don't have a lot of time left, you guys. We don't have a lot of time left. We're coming to the end, sadly, of the stream. But I will be back tomorrow. I wonder how my husband and my baby are doing currently. I wonder if they're thriving or if they're surviving. What did we get to today? 28. 28? Who was that? Yo, CC Cowboy. CC Cowboy. CC Cowboy. Oh, you guys, incoming hype train. Poggies. Wait, let me change my subby goal. Let's get to 30. Let's get to 30. Let's go. Thank you so much, CC Cowboy, for the resub. Thank you. PK, thank you for the 100 bits to start the hype train. Let's go. Let's go. DM0 Sky. Demoski. I don't know. Thank you so much for the prime. Let's go. I love the primes. Primes, tier 1s. Let's go. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for using your prime here. Look at my previous message. It's important. These are the real issues. About the ocean, you want to know what's at the bottom of the ocean? I don't know. The ocean freaks me out. I don't really think I want to know anything else about the ocean. You know what I do want? This is going to be kind of a hot take here. Maybe you guys are going to disagree. I want as much funding and research as possible going into resurrecting the dinosaurs. I so badly want dinosaurs. I know that that's absurd, but I so badly want dinosaurs. I want every single extra Doge dollar to go into the dinosaurs. I want Jurassic Park IRL. Yes, I want to go dino hunting IRL. Spidey, I could do it. The stakes would be so much higher. The stakes would be so much higher. Yeah, you guys, if there was a real Jurassic Park, you're telling me you would not go there? Now, maybe don't go during hurricane season. And then you don't have to, repeat the mistakes of Jurassic Park. The average World Tank viewer is the same age as a dinosaur. Brando. You know what? Forget trans people. The vitriol and hatred toward any group from this stream is World of Tank viewers. Brando, why do you hate them so much? We've had some really good people join the community from World of Tanks. Why do you still hold on so much hatred? We suffered. We suffered for years, Patty. We did our waiting. 12 years of it. In Azkaban. You guys are victims. Hey, I play World of Warships. That's my jam. Oh, Urinal, I played World of Tanks for how many years? 2-3 years? I was like a real big deal, actually. I don't know if you remember me. I was like on the main channel a couple times. I was like a pretty big deal. I was a CC. And then they retired me. They said, GG's, bye, Patty. And look, you took my diamond away. I did when we like revamped the stream. We got rid of lots of things. I redid VIPs and stuff. We haven't added a VIP in a while, actually. We need some more VIPs, I think. I think we need some more VIPs. That's a good point, Mercy. I think we gotta... I mean, yeah, dude, watching your stream while you played that effing game was brutal. Oh, stop. It wasn't that bad. Weren't you a big deal from birth? Something about sharing some big B-days with people? Oh my gosh, Spidey. I kind of forgot. How could I forget that about myself? I actually, yeah, my birthday is like incredibly significant. Like it's a very significant day in history. I don't know how many of you guys know. I don't know how many of you guys know this. Like, especially if you're new. Like Urinal, he's got no idea. So Urinal, let me tell you something. Also, we have a hype train, and if you like this story and you want to hear more, like Spidey, please contribute to the hype train. Let's keep this hype train going. Because when it ends, I'm leaving. So my birthday is June 25th. Specifically, my birthday is June 25th, 1997. My mom gave birth to me in the hospital. It was actually a C-section. PK, thank you so much for the 100 bits. I love that. Thank you. Keep this hype train going. So, June 25th, 1997, my mom gave birth. They took me out of her. And just a few years later, maybe 10 years later, 12, 11, I don't remember, one of the darkest days in American history. Spidey, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Spidey, I'm so glad you reminded me of this, by the way. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted. You're an absolute goat. So, just a couple years later, it was a very, very dark day in American history. So what happened was, maybe you've heard, maybe you know who this is, like, probably not as famous as Taylor Swift, but maybe as famous as Taylor Swift, like maybe more like Ariana Grande level. I don't really know. Like, I don't know what a comparable version of today is. So there was a singer, hugely popular. Maybe you know who he is. I think his name was like Michael Jackson. Sang a couple of songs. Sang a couple of songs, like maybe you've heard of like Beat It or Thriller or Billie Jean. Jamona! Jamona! So he is super famous. Vex, thank you so much for the 100 bits to keep... Vex, thank you so much for another 100 bits. So basically, long story short... long story so short... Oh, Smooth Criminal, another really good one. He actually died. Like, he stopped breathing. He took a permanent dirt nap starting on June 25th. So if you connect the dots, what that actually means is Michael Jackson died on PCPatty's birthday. So while people were celebrating my birth, other people were mourning Michael Jackson's death, which is really significant, and also it explains why he died so I could live, exactly. Just like Jesus. That explains why I am so musically gifted and inclined, is because when Michael Jackson died, before he, went to heaven, he sprinkled his Chimona dust on me. And that's why I am so talented. That's why I'm so talented, is because of Michael Jackson giving his life for me. Also, GRP, darkest day in American history, Barack Obama. What did you just say? Urinal Chills, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Let's freaking go. That's our first gifted. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you so much. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. Absolute icon. Icon. Is the umbrella icon from the umbrella guy? Who? What umbrella? Who? What are you talking about? Who? But yeah, so Michael Jackson died on my birthday, and that's the reason you're seeing everybody say, like, I'm muting, I'm not watching the stream, goodbye, is because I have told this story I wish we had a counter. I wish we had a counter for the amount of times that I've told this story, and every single time I tell the story, I tend to make it longer and longer and longer and more winded and more random, and they can't stand it. They hate it. They absolutely hate it. Hundreds minimum. Numbers don't go that high. Yeah, so clear. I've told it a lot of times, so it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. It really is a lot of fun. So yeah, so that's the long story short. Is Michael Jackson died on my birthday. Thank you, Spidey. Thank you so much for reminding me. Thank you, and thank you for the 5 gifted urinal chills. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Appreciate it. GRP said that the darkest day in American history was when Obama was elected president. And I just want to say, GRP, how could you possibly say that the darkest day in American history was not January 6th? Okay? I'm pretty sure there were candlelight vigils to you know, remember that day. Just this past week, 2 weeks ago, whatever, 10 days ago. That was absolutely the darkest day in American history. So, how could you possibly think that it was anything other than January 6th? I blame you for my first wife. I met her in June of 1997 on AOL. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my. Wow. Wow. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to manifest that for you. 87. Thank you for the follow. According to Nancy Pelosi, January 6th was worse than 9/11. Exactly. It was 100% the darkest day in American history. Wouldn't you agree? You don't think that that's true? Choo choo, choo choo, choo choo. Let's go, choo choo, choo choo. All right. So I gotta go. It's almost 8 o'clock. My baby needs to go to sleep soon. Tired little peeper. And yeah, so thank you everyone again. June 25th, 1997 was my birthday. Exactly. The greatest day in American history. June 25th, 1997. No, I actually think the greatest moment of my life, besides my wedding and when I gave birth to my daughter, the greatest day of that I've been living in American history was, let me just confirm the date really quick. Hold on. Gotta go back a little bit. Give me a second. November 5th, 2024. You know what that day was, gentlemen? God bless. God bless. God bless. That's right, baby. Freedom ringing. That's right. The eagles flew out of their nests in the sky. The fireworks everywhere. Greatest day. Greatest day. Greatest day. And in a couple years from now, we're going to elect JD Vance, and it's going to be freedom ringing again. More freedom ringing. All the freedom ringing. All right. Oh, wait. July 4th, 1776 was the greatest moment in U.S. history. That's right, because without it, so many bad things would still exist, and a lot of good things might still not. That's true. Shout out to July 4th, 1776. 250th birthday of America this year. Can't wait. Stoked. God bless. God bless the US of A. Truly. All right, I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you very much. I got to send my clips to my editor so he can make me some good content. And I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a fantastic night, everybody. Thank you for coming back, GRP and Urinals. You guys are goats. The fact that you came back today, top tier goated. God over here shaking his head and face palming. I don't know. I think that God would have been even more upset if Kamala Harris won. I'm just my take. I don't know. I don't know. Just my take. Victim, that would be toxic. All right, I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you again. Peace out. Bye.